A wealth tax is not going to solve the cost of living crisis for the millions suffering. Even if a wealth tax managed to raise new tax revenue, a corrupt and incompetent government is not going to redistribute that money efficiently, now is it? If solving the cost of the living crisis is actually the main focus, then all of the talk about tax should be about cutting taxes that hurt people on low incomes and those who have to work 2 jobs to survive, and also cutting regressive taxes such as fuel duty and VAT. When it comes to talking about taxes, the political left only ever talk about who to tax more. They never campaign for the obvious tax cuts which would lift people out of poverty. To me, reducing wealth inequality means dragging as many people out of poverty as possible. And these are my policies. Firstly, reduce the income tax rate from 20% to 10% for earnings between £12,570 to £25,000. This would reduce the income tax burden for anyone earning £25,000 and more by £1,243. This would mean they have over £100 more per month of disposable income, and I think this would give a lot of people a much needed lifeline. Secondly, I'd introduce a 5% tax on second incomes for earnings up to £5,000. This gives a great boost to people who have to work 2 jobs to survive. Cut fuel duty. When we pay £1.36p for petrol, we're only being charged 70p for petrol, but 66p is added to the price because of tax. The main component of this is fuel duty. Therefore, we need to cut fuel duty, and then basic tasks such as going to and from work and doing the school run become cheaper. Fuel duty is also a major cost factor for a lot of businesses. So if this was cut and those cost savings were passed on, we'd see a great reduction in the price of a lot of goods. Cutting VAT. The thing that would make the biggest difference is actually to cut VAT to 10% for the hospitality sector, and at the same time reverse the stupid increase in national insurance contributions. This would lead to 100,000 people who've lost their jobs in hospitality since last budget to actually be re-employed. And therefore you take a load of people off benefits and get them paying income tax again. When talking about tax cuts, some people automatically think this leads to lower tax revenue. However, they're ignoring the fact that a lot of tax increases have actually led to reduced tax revenue take. If you want to reduce wealth inequality by actually helping people at the bottom, then when it comes to taxation, you should be screaming about reducing income tax for those on low pay and also cutting regressive taxes such as fuel duty and VAT.